Okay, trumpet charger number 2. We're going a different way. As you can see, I've wound the wire from bottom up to top. Just 2 of those cores from the TV glued together and stuck on a bit of perspex just as a base that will also hold our second coil, which will move up and down inside this one to adjust the voltage coming off of the secondary. This has 2 layers on it. Put the first layer on and I had to cut the wire, join the roll, and I've gone from top down through there and then started again on the second layer over the top, kind of like Tesla does his pancake coils. I'll do the 1 layer in, come back out and then go back in again. So we're going to give that a try. Surprisingly, this coil was quite easy to wind, just as easy if not easier than a normal coil. As you can see, it's come up fairly neat. So that's where we're at the moment. Now I've put this on first because if I had to put the primary coil on first, we wouldn't have got this on nice and neat over the top of that. So I'm going to put the primary coil over the top of this one, or I'm going to try and wind it on the inside of the core itself. Haven't quite decided yet, but I may do it this way first, see how that goes. So that's where we're at the moment. We'll get the secondary wound and come back and see how we're going. Okay, we've got our primary coil on. I've gone on the outside simply because if I go on the inside, these 2 halves here won't fit inside. They're already too large. I've got to get the diamond grinding blade and see if I can't take this edge off so it will actually sit down in there properly, like so. They will go in, and with the secondary coil of course wrapped around the outside of that, and then just by sliding it in and out we should be able to adjust our voltage to charge our batteries, drive our lights, or whatever we want. So that's where we're at. We've got the primary coil on the outside over the top of the copper windings. So now we'll just make the circuit up and see if this one actually runs. Now I could only get 16 turns on here, but it's a much larger diameter, so hopefully it will be okay. So we'll go ahead and make up a circuit for it and see what happens, and we'll get back and have a look at it. Okay, well, there's been a little bit of a hold up. Our ferrite core, even with the lip ground off it, does not fit down inside this properly. Won't go down as far as I would like it to, only about 2/3 of the way down. Once we put our couple of wraps of wire on, it will not even go down that far, so I'll have to try and find a smaller one of them out of a smaller monitor. Right, we'll give this a little whirl, let you have a look at it going, and as you can see, one very bright light, which is very similar to that one up there. Still our 15 watt CFL. I don't think these do any favours with these circuits, with their electronic circuit that's in them themselves. Maybe fighting a bit with the current, but anyway, it runs really nice. And listen, not a sound. absolute quiet. So this one here works really nice. So we've definitely found a few uses for these finally. Like I said, once I find the smaller one of them, we will go ahead and make our secondary circuit and see how that works. But until then, I just thought I'd fire this one up, let you see it running. It's running very nice and extremely quiet, as in no noise at all. At the moment it is drawing about an amp for our 15 watt globe, but an amp at 12 volts is only 12 watts, so not doing too bad. However, I believe once we get this in there, we'll be able to tune it and bring the amp draw down on the whole system like we did with our other one. So until then, enjoy.